Hey guys, Osteoporosis man. Can you believe it's been 5 years and 6 months since I first broke myself? I mean, not the first time I ever broke myself, but the first time I ever broke my hand, my arm, my shoulder, my nose. 28 bones broken in one day? Who knew that I would end up here on this journey? So I'm back. My hands are fine. I did a whole bunch of YouTube videos before, but now I'm doing more because I used to have osteoporosis. I went into osteopenia, and now I am back to osteoporosis. So I think it's time for me to start my journey again. I'm going to be taking Forteo. I'm going to be talking about men's issues with osteoporosis, and let me know what you think. If you want me to hear more about my journey, then let me know. I will come back and put more videos up. But I'm actually back at the exact location where I broke myself so many years ago, 5.5 years. And yeah. In fact, let's take a tour. I'll go show you it. Hold on. All right, here I am at the scene of the crime. March 30th, 2018. I was here. I was at my in-laws' house. I was playing tag with my niece and my nephew and my two sons. We were running around having super fun time. We were running around and having such a fun time. It's right over here. I'll walk slowly. These bushes were not here. That fence was not there. I started out over here. Started out right here at the edge. My niece was right over there at the other side of this driveway on the other side. I took off running. I knew I was going to catch her. I went over here. She zigged. I zagged. I tripped. And I fell. Right here. And I flew all the way down to there. Right here. Crushed my shoulder. My hand was broken. My left hand got broken as well. And my nose is broken. A lot of bones. All the bones in my right hand got broken. I flew from here down to here, and my head was right around here. So that's the story of how my journey began. After I fell, boy, my kids saw a bloody nose, bloody face, me crumpled. My glasses were broken. I ended up getting picked up by my wife and my father-in-law. I could walk, thankfully. I remember going up the stairs, holding on to my arm because my shoulder was broken, and we drove all the way to the hospital. It's probably a 10-minute drive, but it felt like hours. So I ended up getting into the hospital, going right in. They did some x-rays pretty quickly. They gave me some morphine pretty quickly, and I ended up finding out about all these broken bones here, the broken bones in my arm. We knew my face was broken and my shoulder, and they ended up saying, since it was Easter weekend, in fact it was the Saturday of Easter weekend, on Easter, they said, we need to take you down to a hospital, but nobody's available right now because it's Easter weekend. So come to have it, I have a friend that he's a medical guy, and his wife is in the medical industry. I ended up talking to them wonderfully on Sunday, on Easter. We were sending text messages to my actual orthopedic surgeon for my shoulder and for my hand, because we got in touch with them and they were like, we need to see you like Monday. We got down there on Monday. I saw them in the late afternoon on Monday, and I was scheduled for surgery. I think it was Wednesday for my hand. We did my hand first, and then they did my shoulder at the same time, so I didn't have to be in two different surgeries. I got a plate and pins and everything in here, and they set this one, and plates and pins in my shoulder, and I've got a big line of scar. This is where my stitches were. My face got set a couple of days later. That was a whole rigmarole. Anyway, that was me 5.5 years ago. Now I'm on a different journey. We figured out what was the cause of my breaks. It was osteoporosis. Now, it's not really a surprise that I have osteoporosis. Many years ago, in let's see, what year was it? 2005. I broke my hip. I was 30. Um, I broke my hip. They thought it was weird that a 30-year-old broke his hip, but I was skiing, so they didn't think that much of it. We knew at that point my mom had osteoporosis. She'd broken several bones. My grandmother had osteoporosis, but we didn't think anything about me with osteoporosis until 5 years ago when I broke everything, and they said it's not normal for a man your age. I was in my 40s to break all these bones so badly for it just to fall. So they ended up doing testing, figured out, yeah, you do have osteoporosis. Now, osteoporosis is really genetically inherited. So my mother, my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, and my uncle all have osteoporosis on my mom's side. My grandmother on my father's side. We think that my great-grandmother, for sure, we think had it. So it comes from both sides. Long story to make it short, it's genetic. I wasn't going to be able to get away from it, and we'll see what happens. So that's my journey of how I fell to where I am today. In the middle of all that, they put me on medication. I took Forteo for almost 3 years. That took me from osteoporosis down to osteopenia. I was off it. I decided not to go on to Prolia. Let's see what happens. A year later, we go back for some routine DEXA scores. I am back from osteopenia, now back into the osteoporosis range. So my doctor has said, let's go back on Forteo, and I'm about to start that journey. So this whole channel is going to be about what's going on with me, what I can do, what I can't do, what I eat, what I don't eat, what exercises I do, what exercises I cannot do, how it affects my daily life, how it affects my work, how it affects my family, and we'll talk about all of that on this new rebrand of the channel for Osteoporosis Man. So stay with me, stay on this journey. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a great ride. We'll be posting more and more content, and we hope to see you soon. So please like and subscribe if you want to hear more about my journey and see what happens next. All right, I'm Osteoporosis Man. I will talk to you next time.